Alright, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another video. Y'all can't see the mic. The mic is up here. But, nigga, you got the fucking video blocking it, so just go ahead and deal with it. But you can't see the mic, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to do a little reaction video. As y'all can see, the video is called like, putting an asterisk onto every NBA title. Now, I don't understand how you could do this. I can understand for some other series, you could put an asterisk on some of them, like some that can come to my mind right now. 2020, got the bubble. 2012, fucking shortened season. 2017 and 18, fucking Kevin Durant, Golden State Warriors. They should win every goddamn championship if you got Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson on your team. You got 95 or 94, because if Jordan was playing, Hakeem probably wouldn't get no rings, or he probably would only have one rings. I still stand on the fact that if Hakeem and Jordan were to meet in the finals, Hakeem would have at least got one on him, bro. Hakeem was that nice. That's the only ones I can think of right now. But this nigga has a whole. He's doing every goddamn playoff. So we're gonna watch this video and we're gonna see how he grades every single one, or what asterisk he's gonna put on every single one, and then I'll give y'all my opinion.
Winning an NBA championship isn't easy. You got to have talent. You got to have chemistry. You got to play team basketball. And then on top of all that, you got to have luck. Like a whole lot of luck.
And they show LeBron James when they say that.
A championship is a championship. And while nobody could ever take that trophy away, the truth is some rings were harder to get than others. Ladies and gentlemen, I've examined every championship since 1990, and for this video, I've painstakingly added an asterisk next to all of them. Now, some of these asterisks were serious, while some others may sound like I'm a plain old hater. Hey, you decide.
We're gonna be the judge of that. Yeah, we're gonna be the judge of that, all right? What's this nigga name? What's this nigga name? Hold on, what's this nigga name? Hoop Reports? Yeah, we're gonna be the judge of that. 1990.
They gentlemen swept the Trailblazers that year in the finals, but in the Eastern Conference Finals, they were pushed to a Game 7 by Michael Jordan.
This is tobacco, by the way. YouTube don't demonetize me.
Unfortunately for Chicago, bad fortune swept over them for that rubber match. You see, Scottie Pippen had a severe migraine in Game 7 to the point where his vision was compromised. Then on top of that, their starting point guard, John Paxson, sprained his ankle and couldn't play.
This was also what the... Just because... Sorry. Just because injuries happen in the playoffs doesn't mean you got to put an asterisk on it. Because if that's the case, then you can put a fucking asterisk on every playoff series known to man. Because I guarantee you, in every playoff series that's been played since 1990, somebody's gotten hurt. And that's compromised them making it to the playoffs. I guarantee you. Let me get the mouse. I don't know why the mouse is in the way.
And had a relatively easy matchup in the finals. The 1991 champions were the Chicago Bulls, as they gentlemen swept the Lakers in the finals. One noteworthy footnote we have to add, though, is James Worthy, the leading scorer for the Lakers all season, got injured in the Western Conference Finals and was playing with a severely compromised ankle, which only got...
I mean, even if James Worthy was hurt, they weren't going to beat the Bulls, bro. I'm sorry.
He re-aggravated it in the fourth quarter of Game 1. The Lakers
were
able to steal that game, but it was clear that their top scorer was not the same.
Yeah, literally.
The Bulls easily cruised through the next 4 games en route.
But you can't put an asterisk on that because, like I said, bro, in almost every playoff series, a nigga's getting hurt, bro. Whether it's your best player or whether it's a fucking bench warmer or a nigga that's only playing like 20 minutes, 16 minutes a game. Injuries happen all the time. So you can't really sit here and be like, oh, if this nigga didn't get hurt, then if this nigga didn't get hurt, then this, da. I mean, yeah, that's a hypothetical statement. If you talk about hypotheticals, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might be right, but this is real life. This is real life. Nigga got hurt, and you're in the finals. When you're in the finals, nobody gives a fuck. You're in the goddamn finals. This is the most important game of your life. You're gonna just play hard. Everybody's gonna play hard, and whoever plays the hardest is gonna win the game. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. We've seen it plenty of times where, I'm not gonna say trash ass teams, but teams that were not favored to win the championship, they go to the finals and win the championship. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really put an asterisk on that.
To the first championship. The 1992 winners were, as we all know, also the Chicago Bulls, who beat the Portland Trail Blazers in 6 games. One big if, however, is would Portland have won if Arvydas Sabonis was able to play in the NBA that year? You see, a player...
You're not wrong about that. Arvydas Sabonis was nice. That nigga was nice back in his day. I'm not gonna lie. When he was playing, and what was it? What was he playing at? I think it was with Russia back then. Yeah, like when he was playing with Russia back then, bro. That nigga was him, bro. That nigga was that nigga.
By the name of...
if he was playing with the Portland Trail Blazers in his youth, then he probably would have, you know what I'm saying? He probably would have, the Portland Trail Blazers probably would have had at least 1 or 2 rings right now. That's all I'm going to say.
Arvydas Sabonis, who was arguably the best basketball player not named Michael Jordan at the time, was drafted in 1986 by the Trailblazers, but because of politics, wasn't allowed to play in the NBA until almost 10 years later in 1995. He was in his physical prime in 1992 and was the best European player alive. I mean, look at this clip here of him posterizing
Man, he got up
David
there.
Robinson. In addition, he also just happened to be a 7'3" giant, and the Bulls' weakness that year was the center position.
Not literally.
Anyway-
If he would have played, if Lithuania or Russia or wherever the fuck he was playing at, if them niggas would have just been like, okay, we understand you want to go to NBA, just play out like 2 more years and then you can go. Nah, they had this nigga wait till what, 1995, 1998, some crazy shit till he was like 30, 32, when he was not, I'm not gonna say out of his prime, but he wasn't in his physical peak anymore. If he was at his physical peak in the early 90s and he went up against the Bulls, bro, and the Bulls' best center was who, Luke Longley at that time or Bill Cartwright? I don't know, but yeah, Arvydas Sabonis would definitely gave them niggas buckets.
The Bulls won it again in 1993, but this time against Sir Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns. This one isn't really an asterisk, but it's more of a what if.
If it's a what if, then why is it in this list? The title literally says putting an asterisk onto every NBA title, not what if. What ifs don't apply to asterisks. What if is just a what if. It's a difference. It's a scenario that you're bringing up in your head. It's a hypothetical scenario that you're bringing up in your head to try to prove your point. I hate when niggas do that. When I be in debates, niggas be like, what if this? What if that? Yeah, what if? But it didn't happen. So what the fuck is you talking about what if? If you're trying to bring up fact, if you're trying to make a factual statement, you can't bring up what ifs. You know what I'm saying? Only times you can really do that type shit is when you comparing like players from different eras. You know what I'm saying? Players from different eras. You know what I'm saying? Then you might have to bring up a what if, you know what I'm saying? A what if this, what if that, because they played in different eras. But if you comparing 2 niggas that played in the same era or that played against each other at some point, then bro, there's like, no, just no, don't do it. But in this scenario, you just shouldn't be part of an asterisk. You can't be like, what if this, what if that? And then you be like, that's an asterisk. Like, no, bro.
You see, the Bulls
What
were
is he about to
down
say,
2
though?
with 5 seconds left in Game 6. But then John Paxson hit a 3-point game
Nigga,
when he
Pax.
shot and sealed the deal. But had he missed that shot, both teams would have headed back to Phoenix for Game 7.
I understand you probably could have fought an asterisk for this, so you fouled anything that you could. Understandable, because you tried to put it on every NBA title starting with the 90s, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But this is a bad take. I don't agree with this. My nigga John, he hit the fucking shot, so there's no what if.
Big question here.
Like what?
What if Paxson missed?
What if Paxson missed? Then my nigga, then they would have.
Charles Barkley still asked.
They would have
himself that
lost, but he
question
didn't
every
miss,
night
so
before
they
bed.
won. So what the fuck is we talking about right now?
1995 winners were the Houston Rockets, and this one is short and easy. The asterisk here is that Michael Jordan went to play baseball.
nigga went to the
and was
MLB.
rusty in his first year back. The 1996 champions were the Bulls again, and this was the year they went 72-10. We do have to note, however, that their finals opponents weren't slouches. The Supersonics won 64 games that season. Anyway.
Yeah, niggas, I hate when niggas, bro. This is why I don't be on Twitter, bro. I hate when niggas try to be like, yo, Jordan didn't go up against no comp in his era. Yeah, for his era, for the niggas that he played up against, bro, top competition. You fail to understand, these niggas be failing to understand that it was the complete opposite with Jordan. Jordan would have to go up against a stacked up Eastern Conference team to go up either against a subpar Western Conference team or a Western Conference team that matched them in the regular season with wins and shit, except for this year because they went 72-10. Or with LeBron's case, though, he goes up against whack-ass teams in the East, and then when he finally makes it to the Western Conference, he goes up against one of the best teams in the NBA, or he goes up against a really, really good team in the West that counters everything that LeBron does. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I hate when niggas try to be like, yo, Jordan didn't go up against no competition compared to LeBron James. Yeah, you compare it in the Western Conference, but you compare in the Eastern Conference, LeBron didn't have a lot of comp in the Eastern Conference. He had decent comp, but compared to Jordan in the 90s with the stacked ass Eastern Conference back then, bro, no, there's no comparison, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Gary Payton
sorry.
Was playing with an injured calf, and as a result, they didn't put him on Jordan until Game 4.
And don't mind the fan, bro. I'm
down
AC and shit, bro. I'll try to buffer it out.
After they finally decided to put the glove onto his airness, however, they found success as Jordan's production dropped significantly, and as a result, they won 2 straight games. Unfortunately, it was too little, too late. No team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. The 1997 winners were the Bulls again as they dismantled the Jazz in 6 games. In the last and decisive Game 6, however, when the game was tied with 30 seconds left, Scottie Pippen clearly touched the rim.
Oh yeah, that nigga goaltended.
Utah, the referees didn't make the call, and they eventually lost that game and that series. 1998.
Nah, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be pissed too. 97, that makes sense. That is also a what if though, but like at the same time, that was just a bad call. So in that case, then you can be like, yeah, what if this, what if that? You know what I'm saying? Because that was a bad call. If the refs were doing their job that day, then the Jazz would have got the fucking championship. But not the championship, they would have won that game. But refs don't know how to fucking do their job. It shows till this day.
Again in 6 games. This time, however, it was Jordan. As he found his team down 1 with just mere seconds running on the clock, he decided to take it upon himself to shoot the game winner. To create space to shoot, however, it's clear that his left hand pushed off the defender, but unfortunately for the Jazz.
Again, bad reffing, but it was also one of the greatest shots in Jordan's career, so you can't really, it evens out, you know what I'm saying? Bad, didn't make the call, one of the greatest shots in NBA history, did good for the business. It evens out, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really put an asterisk on that.
As a result, Karl Malone and John Stockton remain ringless till this day.
At the expense of John Stockton and Karl Malone, but hey, we don't fuck with Karl Malone.
But according to Phil Jackson, it was because of a shortened season. And here's what he said. When teams would play 18 to 19 games in the last month of the season, it broke down some of the older, steady teams because of the impact of a heavy schedule. In addition, many players didn't think the season was going to happen at all, so they showed up way out of shape. The most famous case being Cleveland's Shawn Kemp.
Oh yeah, that nigga came in that motherfucker fat. He was looking like Kool-Aid Man. Yo, he was looking like the Kool-Aid Man walking into the NBA facility. That nigga was fat. Nigga could not catch lobs no more. He was done.
35 pounds overweight.
Understandable though, but at the same... you can't put an asterisk on it. This was it was a lockout season. Nobody was expected to come back, and then niggas was like, yo, you gotta come back.
Said, Coach, I didn't think we were coming back.
So understandable.
The year 2000 was the beginning of the Shaq and Kobe dynasty, and in the Eastern Conference Finals of that year, they were pushed to 7 games by the Portland Trailblazers. Many fans to this day, however, feel that Game 7 was fixed, as LA had a huge free throw disparity. For that deciding game, the Lake Show had 37 free throws to Portland's 6.
I mean, you can't say that, but the Sacramento Kings, there's no excuse. But there's an excuse. Shaq is Shaq. Shaq is sick, but Shaq's 7'1", 7 foot, 350 pounds of pure mass and fucking. He's a tank. So you're gonna get fouled. You're Shaq. And his weakness is the free throw. So actually getting Shaq to the free throw line is one of the best strategic things that you can do because it stops him from being dominant. Once he starts going crazy in the paint and he starts feeling like he's him, then there's nobody in the NBA that could stop him. So with that being said, it makes sense that Shaq is averaging at least 12 free throws a game. You know what I'm saying? But Kobe looked like he was just chucking shots and he was getting it was calling shit. Rasheed Wallace was chucking shots, but he had an efficient he was shooting efficiently, you know what I'm saying? They're not showing his points right now, so I don't feel like doing the math. Scottie Pippen was washed. Steve Smith was Arvydas Sabonis was old. Like, they weren't going to beat the Lakers regardless.
2010 was more or less the same thing, a free throw issue. Allen Iverson only got 4 free throw attempts in Game 2, and fans of the game feel that if the refs called his fouls properly and gave him the free throws he deserved, the Lakers would have been down 0-2 after that game.
Oh, and fucking Shaq and Kobe had one of the most iconic game-winning lob plays of all time. So like there's no asterisks on that. But let's continue.
2002 was the Lakers again, and this was by far the biggest scandal in playoff history.
So in 2001, he's talking about the free throw. I know he's about to talk about with Sacramento. We all know about this, bro. Tim Donaghy, all that shit. We know, bro. But with the 2001 playoffs with AI. Bro, the 76ers had like I think 2 games. I think it was game 4 and game 5 where they were up by more than like they were up by more than double digits, but leading into the 3rd or 4th quarter, and then they completely squandered the lead. Like they just completely fucking sold the bag. You know what I'm saying? So they had plenty of opportunities to make it a 3-2, 3-3 series, but they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't hold on to a goddamn lead, which is understandable. You have Allen Iverson as your number 1 option. The Kevin Mutombo's not on the floor. He's hurt. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. I don't understand why he didn't bring that up, but it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, bro, I can't sit here and put an asterisk on that, bro. I can't, bro, because at the end of the day, as many times as, you know what I'm saying, AI had an opportunity to beat him, they just weren't going to, there's nobody on that team that stopped Shaq. You know what I'm saying? And that's stopping Shaq from getting to the free throw line. There's nobody on that team that was stopping Shaq. So they were going to inevitably lose.
Completely one-sided. It's like the refs didn't even try to hide their bias. I mean, there's even a referee highlight video on YouTube. Then, to make things worse, a referee by the name of Tim Donaghy even came out and openly said that the series was rigged in favor of the Lakers.
It was obvious. That year it was fucking obvious, bro. Like, they were calling bullshit. Kobe Bryant literally elbowed Mike Bibby in the face, and he didn't. I think he got the foul call. He got elbowed in his fucking nose with bleeding, and then this nigga, they called the foul on him. Like, what? What? Then, Chris Webber got one of the cleanest blocks you'll ever see, nigga. You can see that block happen in preschool, nigga, and they not gonna call it. But in the NBA, they calling it because, you know, cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? They want to bring in that cash. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga shit. And then, like, the last few games or the last few plays of the game, bro, they just kept sending the Lakers to the free throw line. And when the Kings would get a shot off or when they would get fouled, they weren't calling shit, bro, even when it was completely obvious. So that year, yeah, you can put an asterisk on that. That year, so what do you get? What we got right now? We got 2002, we got 1992, we got 94, 95. We got, I mean, yeah, most of these is accurate right now, but most of them, I'm gonna go back and do all and see which ones you was talking about.
They played an 8th seed in the first round, a 5th seed in the second round, then in the Western Conference Finals, they played an exhausted 3rd-seeded Mavericks team that was beat up from the previous series, only to play a 49-win Nets team in the finals. Despite being second in the East, that 49-win Nets
you could put an asterisk on that. I'm not gonna lie, because this was during the time where the NBA really wasn't. The East was weak. The West wasn't really that comp. The Lakers were gone.
And the asterisk here is that the Lake Show somehow thought it was a good idea to acquire a 40-year-old.
Yeah, they decided to order a fuck nigga. We do not fuck with Karl Malone. I can't say what I want to say because I might get my shit taken down. But yeah, you all know if you know Karl Malone and you know what I'm saying, the incident, nigga, then you know why we don't fuck with Karl Malone.
In 2005, the Spurs struck again. But they
nigga, good shit, nigga. I'm glad the Lakers lost that year, nigga. Who the fuck you picking up Karl Malone for, bro? The fuck.
Shaq had a fallout, and that the Lakers imploded as a result. 2006 was Dwayne Wade's year with Miami, And the asterisk here is free throw disparity again. In Game 5, Wade had just as many free
I heard
throws
about this.
as the
I heard about this.
entire Mavericks team at 25.
Yeah.
Then in the
They was calling mad fouls with D Wade.
Throws as a team, whereas Wade himself had 21.
Yeah, like they was calling mad foul. I watched most of these series. They was calling for the first 2 games, you know what I'm saying? It was calm. Dirk was doing Dirk shit, running their offense, you know what I'm saying? D-Wade was trying. Shaq wasn't really you know what I'm saying, a main factor because he wasn't what he used to be, you know what I'm saying? He was still Shaq, but you know what I'm saying? They were obviously, you know, doing hack a Shaq, you know what I'm saying? They weren't letting him get to his spots, you know what I'm saying, and making it hard for him. But the last 4 games, yo, they were sucking D Wade off, bro. Like he showed you, he was averaging like 20 free throws a game, bro. It was insane, bro. This nigga would get 42, 50-point game. I don't know you would get like 40-point games straight from free throws. And a little bit of like mid-range shots, you know what I'm saying?
The Spurs sweeping the Cavaliers, and the asterisk here is that the little space monster from Space Jam came and stole LeBron's talents.
Bro, what?
I mean, the King averaged 22 points while shooting 35.6% from the field. How else would you explain that? 2008.
I wouldn't say that. If you're gonna put an asterisk on this, I would say that LeBron was young. His team sucks. He just carried a trash-ass goddamn team to the NBA Finals. And who's he got to go up against? A stacked Greg Popovich Spurs team with prime Tony Parker, prime Tim Duncan, prime young Manu Ginobili. Like, bro, like these niggas, it's common sense. You know what I'm saying? Greg Popovich is smart enough to realize, okay, LeBron's their best player, but if we want to beat this team, we want to have to stop LeBron and LeBron only. If these niggas are gonna want to win, they're gonna have to rely on Larry Hughes, not LeBron, and it worked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? LeBron was over here shooting like ass because they was hacking the shit out of him. And then when LeBron was trying to pass, you know what I'm saying, Zdrunas Ilgauskas or Larry Hughes or Derek Snow or I'm trying to think of other niggas on that team. There's a lot of trash ass niggas on that team, but you can't rely on niggas like that to win a game for you, bro. It's just because that team sucks. You know what I'm saying? You gotta rely on LeBron. So I would say that it's because he was young. You know what I'm saying? Because first year in the finals, he has a trash ass backcourt. What do you expect him to do? It's the NBA Finals, bro. They're gonna play at the highest level. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Boston Celtics victory over the Lakers, and the asterisk here is that LA's double-double machine, Andrew Bynum, had knee surgery, so he couldn't play. 2009 was the Lakers championship, and the asterisk here is that Kevin Garnett was injured. 2010 was the Lakers repeat year, and although
the Andrew Bynum one makes sense, and the Kevin Garnett one doesn't make sense too. Andrew Bynum was at that time he was one of the best centers in the NBA, one of the best defenders in the NBA as well. So if he didn't get hurt, then the Lakers probably would have beat the Celtics that year. But because he got hurt, Kevin Garnett, it was free range with Kevin Garnett. Paul Pierce had the infamous you know what I'm saying, he had to go take a shit. So you know what I'm saying?
Argue that it was because Kendrick Perkins got injured. It's hard for me to believe that this is the man who would have made a difference.
Nah, there's no asterisk for 2010, bro. Like
the whole world missed out on a potential
Kobe just got his
finals. 2011 was the Dallas Mavericks, and again,
Kobe just got his, bro.
Is that the little space monsters came and stole LeBron's talents? I mean, 17.8 points is what he averaged in that series. If you ask LeBron, though, what the asterisk was for that year, he'd blame it on God. Yeah.
Nigga said he blame it on God, nigga. That's crazy.
That game, LeBron actually tweeted out.
Now this is LeBron's worst playoff performance in NBA history, but I'm pretty sure everybody will agree with me on that. 2007, you can give him a pass because he was young, and he had to go up against a fucking stacked ass fucking Spurs team that was great at defense at that too. So you know what I'm saying? I think Tim Duncan was averaging like 2-3 blocks a game. You know what I'm saying? He was going crazy. So it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes fucking sense. But at the same time, bro, you can't really. You know what I'm saying? You can't put an asterisk on this. I'm not gonna say you can't because everybody expected the Heat to win this year. I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, the media had LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh getting their first ring in 2011. You know what I'm saying? They were winning mad games in the regular season. They beat the Bulls that year. The 62-win Bulls. So yeah, everybody's expecting them to win that year, and then they go up against goddamn old ass Dirk Nowitzki. They go up against old ass Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, and they just completely, and then LeBron just completely shits the bed. So you really can't put an asterisk on this. You can't put an asterisk on this. LeBron just played bad, bro. You just play like ass. You know what I'm saying? You just play like shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't really put an asterisk on this. I mean, if you want to, you can go ahead. But at the same time, you can't put an asterisk on somebody just playing like shit. If somebody's playing like ass, there's no asterisk. He just played like ass. You know what I'm saying? In this case, LeBron just played like ass. He just played like complete garbage. So there's no asterisks needing to be put on here. D Wade and Chris Bosh were over there outperforming him. Yeah, Mario Chalmers Mario Chalmers going crazy in the finals, bro. Mario Chalmers looking better than LeBron James at some point. Like, come on, my nigga. He completely shit the bed. So there's no asterisk on this. I'm sorry. Like, I know I said you can put an asterisk on this, but you can't at the same time. You can't.
Finally won his first title, and the asterisk here
you can't, bro.
was a shortened season.
This is an asterisk. Shortened seasons make sense.
For LeBron and the Heat, their big three were in their physical primes at the time. Some people may dismiss this and say that it's all the same, but can you imagine LeBron today playing back-to-back-to-back-to-back games for seeding purposes? Or Kawhi Leonard playing back-to-back-to-back games to stay out of the play-in tournament? Sheesh, guys. But anyway, 2013 was the repeat year for the Miami Heat, and the asterisk here is that near the end of Game 6...
Ray Allen. That's the asterisk, Ray Allen. This is not the asterisk. San Antonio choked, we know that. But you can't really put an asterisk on somebody's performance. If you're going to put an asterisk on this, Ray Allen. Nigga, Ray Allen. That's the asterisk. That's just still no explanation, just Ray Allen.
The Spurs went wrong, while everything that could have gone right for the Heat went right. With 28 seconds left, San Antonio literally had a 98.5% chance of clinching the championship, but somehow fumbled it. Also, the other asterisk is that the number one seed in the West at the time, the OKC Thunder, had lost Russell Westbrook in the first round after Pat
Bev fucking tore his fucking meniscus through.
The 2014 champs were the Spurs as they played the Heat again in the finals.
Yeah, 2013 Ray Allen. Fuck it, bro. Like I said, with 2012, you can't really, or 2011, if a nigga just plays like shit, there's no asterisk. He just played like ass, and that's the reason why they lost. You know what I'm saying?
The asterisk here.
There's no explanation for playing like ass in the finals, bro. You just play like ass. You know what I'm saying? You got to come back next season and bounce back. You know what I'm saying? LeBron did that. He came back next season, got his championship. But you know what I'm saying? Like that year, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Dirk Nowitzki. No disrespect to Dirk, but he lost to that squad. With the squad you got? Like, come on.
Thus, causing LeBron
no excuse.
to ramp up. The other asterisk is that Dwayne Wade regressed significantly, and he obviously wasn't the player he once was. 2015 was the start.
Yeah, 2014. I heard about that shit. This nigga said that the AC went out. The AC did not go out, nigga. Them niggas was capping. The AC did not go out, bro. But like, yeah, you got a bunch of hot ass fans in the stands. The court's all slippery and shit because niggas is sweating OD. Even the mop man, even the nigga that mops the court, he's sweating and shit. So we just bringing the trail of sweat with him. You know what I'm saying? The coaches are sweating, players are sweating. You got a bunch of ice going everywhere, man. Liquids everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's in San Antonio. It's hot as fuck in San Antonio. Texas, you know what I'm saying? So especially at this time, it's June time, especially playoffs. It's probably beginning of June type shit or end of May. So it's definitely hot out there. So it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? That you can really put an asterisk on that.
Second and third best players were out due to injury. Did you know that LeBron had to play so hard to make up for that deficit in talent that he actually required IV treatments? 2016 was when LeBron
you could put asterisks on 2015 too, but I mean you can't, because like I said earlier, if a nigga just get hurt, then you know what I'm saying, then that happens every playoffs. If you're gonna put an asterisk on because a nigga's getting injured, you gotta put an asterisk on every NBA finals or any playoff game, period.
The asterisk here is that Andrew Bogut, the Warriors starting center, was
same with this. But if you're gonna put an asterisk on this, put Draymond Green. If you're gonna put a what if, this is what I said. There's certain points where you can do what ifs. You know what I'm saying? With this, you can, because I agree with the fact that if Draymond Green was playing in Game 6, then they would have got the Cavaliers out of there. You know what I'm saying? If he was if he didn't get suspended, then he would have got them niggas out of there. I guarantee you that, bro. Or he would have played a part. Andrew Bogut also. If Andrew Bogut didn't get hurt, then the Cavs would have lost. But at the same time, like I said, with injuries, you really can't put asterisks on that because everybody gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's the playoffs. Everybody's playing at the highest level. Niggas is gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's just how sports works. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna put an asterisk on this, you gotta put Draymond Green, not injuries.
Steph Curry with his
That's just my opinion. Some niggas will put injuries.
The first round.
I don't. If you niggas get hurt all the time, it's basketball.
Again, and the asterisk here is that they literally entered a cheat code.
Yeah, it's the fucking asterisk is Kevin Durant. He fucked up the league for 20. Bro, you do not understand, bro. I'm gonna let him talk real quick.
Best team in NBA history by adding Durant. I don't know if you could call that an asterisk, but that's the only thing I got.
Bro, yes you can, bro. Because what team in the NBA is stopping a Kevin Durant pick and roll, bro? What team in the NBA is stopping Kevin Durant and Curry for running a pick and pop, pick and roll 24/7, and then when they actually catch on to the pick and roll, they can just pass the ball to Klay Thompson, and then when they don't have the fucking Klay Thompson, they can have Draymond Green, set illegal screens, set bum-ass illegal screens, they got Zaza Pachulia setting illegal moving screens and shit for Steph Curry off the ball. He got fucking happy feet, and they can be walking around, skipping around the court and shit, like dancing around the court and shit, even without the ball, and he got this man getting tired and shit. This nigga can, I think this is a fact. I think Curry can control his breathing and shit. So if he wants to fucking control his breathing to play 38, 40 minutes, he can do that and he won't get tired. But you're gonna get tired. He's out here running around the court, and then when you finally catch up to Curry and he tries to get a shot off, Kevin Durant's fucking wide open. And then Kevin Durant got the one, you can't stop that goddamn team. Which is why I said, asterisk for this, like he says, Kevin fucking Durant. Kevin Durant did one of the bitchiest moves in NBA history, my nigga. This team literally beat you in the playoffs to make it to the finals, and then a year after, you're gonna be like, I wanna go there. Nigga, they better without you. They went 73-9 without you, my nigga. They do not need your bitch ass. And they won a championship without you recently. So they definitely didn't need your bitch ass. So why the fuck did he go there? And it was just, bro, he just fucked up the league. No team except for maybe the Houston Rockets with Chris Paul could stop this team, bro.
2018 was the Warriors again. And the asterisk here was that Chris Paul's injury.
Here's my point.
The Rockets took a commanding 3-2 lead, and the fact
this is the only team that could have beat the Warriors, but these niggas died by the 3-point.
The Rockets completely choked in Game 7.
They died.
I mean, after taking an 11-point halftime lead,
literally they were up by 11 at the half. All they had to do was just get James Harden to the free throw line occasionally. You know what I'm saying? Drive and kick for the 3 type shit. Not even that. You would think, Mike D'Antoni being the coach of an NBA team in the playoffs, you would think he'd be like, okay, we missed 10 fucking threes in a row. Let's actually change this shit up. No, he said keep shooting. Just keep shooting.
They went ahead and shot 1 for 21 from 3-point range in the second half. 2019 was the Toronto Raptors, and the asterisk here was that the Warriors losing Durant and
again injuries, but this is one of the scenarios, like I said earlier, where you could kind of put an asterisk on it with 2016, because if them niggas didn't get hurt, they would have definitely beat the Cavs, and the same shit applies here. If Klay Thompson didn't get hurt in game 6, and if Kevin Durant didn't tore his fucking Achilles, and the Raptors obviously would have. Kevin Durant would have 3 rings right now. But because of injuries, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, you can't really apply injuries to this shit because injuries happen all the time, bro. Injuries happen all the time. And in the finals, bro, you gotta just learn how to coach through it. It's hard, but sometimes you just gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Injuries happen all the time. You hate when it happens, but it happens all the time. So you really can't be like, but for most people, if this is what you want to say, I can agree with you on this. But just me personally, I can't really put injuries as an asterisk. I can't. I don't know. Because it happens all the time.
2020 was the Lakers, and while some may argue that the bubble was the asterisk, the real asterisk is the fact that, by the numbers, this was the easiest path to a championship in 30
That's
years.
a fact. I mean, it was the easiest path, but I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that. everybody had the Lakers winning the finals that year.
2021 was the Bucks, and the asterisk here is that had Kyrie and Harden not gotten
Injuries again,
or
but like I
had-
said earlier, bro, and James Harden played too, so there's no excuse for that, bro. If you're playing in the game, even if you're hurt, you got to contribute somewhat. Whether that's getting to the free throw line, I mean, which he was. He's got. I think one game he had like 20-something points just shooting straight free throws, but in the last game he was a non-factor. If you're just gonna run up and down the court and be a non-factor, you might as well just sit on the bench, my guy. I'm not gonna lie, but. There's also another one where you can apply you can apply injuries to the asterisks. Like I said, me personally, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna just keep saying it. Me personally, I don't apply injuries to asterisks because injuries happen all the time. But I agree with the fact that if Kyrie Irving and James Harden weren't injured and Kevin Durant had a size 13, that they'd probably be in the finals right now, and Kyrie would probably have 2 rings, and Kevin Durant would have his 3rd, and James Harden would probably have his 1st. But I can't really apply that because injuries happen all the time. Keep fucking saying it, my nigga.
Had Durant's shoe size been 1 size bigger, the Bucks would have never gotten past the second round. 2022 was the Warriors, and the asterisk here.
What was he gonna
is
say
the
for the
Celtics
Warriors?
Didn't know how to dribble left.
Okay, bro. What?
Okay, I'm kidding.
I'm about to say,
The
bro. I'm
asterisk
about to
here is
say.
that they went up against a depleted Nuggets team in the first round. Had Murray and Michael Porter Jr. both been healthy, then this would have been a very interesting first round
No,
to watch.
facts. I mean, and I'm gonna say, bro, I was one of the only niggas in my friend group that said, after they lost, I told everybody, if they have Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. healthy with and they got KCP and they picked up Bruce Brown, if they had their main 3 niggas healthy, they're making it to the finals. I told niggas this. And then what happened in 2023? They made it to the finals and won a championship with their full core, with everybody healthy, and with Aaron Gordon too. I forgot about Aaron Gordon. Yeah, like when they have everybody on the team, Jokic can run his offense like to a T. Like he can run it perfectly because he has the pieces. You know what I'm saying? I told niggas this in 2022 after the Warriors won. I was like, one of the niggas that I see win the championship this year is the Denver Nuggets, because when they're completely healthy, bro, they're unstoppable, and Jokic is the best big man in the league. So
2023 was the Nuggets, and the asterisk.
so you can't put an asterisk on this, but I'm not gonna. I mean, you can, but you can't, because at the same time, the Warriors, they were gonna beat them regardless. Jokic wasn't gonna beat the Warriors by himself, so you can't really put an asterisk on that. But with the injuries, you can like with the other one, like with the Kyrie one, you can say that if Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. was on that team, they probably would have brought the Warriors to 7 games or 6 games or 7 games or some shit. But I would have still had the Warriors winning regardless, because they were going crazy that year.
Tatum didn't injure his
Especially
ankle
Curry.
in the first play against Miami in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It would have arguably been a Celtics-Nuggets Finals. And the Celtics, with their size and length, would have been a nightmare of a matchup for Denver. But wait, the Celtics still wouldn't have been able to drive left. So,
I agree with that too. If injuries, man, injuries fucking fuck up every series, bro. Especially now, bro. Everybody gets hurt, bro. So that's why I'm numb to it, bro. When I see a nigga gets hurt, I'm like, okay, he'll be back in like a month or 2, but the team's probably gonna be ass. But yeah, man, injuries, bro. Jason Tatum, like I said with the last 2, if Jason Tatum didn't get hurt, who's to say they wouldn't be in the finals right now? But I digress, because they were down 3-0. But they had the momentum when they came back down 3-0. You know what I'm saying? They had the momentum, and I think they were at home. Were they at home? Yeah, I think they were at home too. So like, wait, were they at home or no? I think they were in Miami. I think they were in Miami. Yeah, they were in Miami. Because I think at Game 6, Derek White hit the game winner, and I think that was in Boston. But I don't think, I probably got a mismatch right now. I can't really think of it right now. But yeah, you can't say if Jason Tatum wasn't, if he didn't get hurt, he probably would have played a main factor. He probably would have made that game a game, actually, because the Celtics got blown out in Game 7. He would have made that game an actual game. You know what I'm saying? But injuries happen all the time, man. It's sad, but shit happens. But it was a good video, though. I'm definitely going to like this video up. But make sure y'all guys enjoy this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.